Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Corey. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. As the disclaimer goes, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and do not invest in anything you are not willing to lose. As you can see, the markets are recovering a little bit, still down about 15 to 25% in the crypto markets, and significantly down 10% as of yesterday in the traditional markets. This is right here is justxrp.com. You can find out latest news, videos, stats, and charts, and everything that you need to know about the XRP ecosystem, channels to view, and what we're actually doing here. You can see here right on Binance.com, we took a really steep deep dive in the middle of the evening. It was like 10 o'clock last night. We dropped down to about 10 cents. Unbelievable, crazy crash. I think what this is that everybody's kind of selling their positions in the traditional stock market, and in order to get liquidity, they are selling their positions in the crypto market as well. It's triggering bots to sell off. It's triggering stop losses. It's triggering automatic trades, and that's why we're seeing such a crash at the moment, I believe. We also have a lot of money moving around in the crypto markets. I think that this is going to be a true test for most blockchains, for most companies that are in the digital asset field, to see where their funding is, how strong their funding is. I saw an article about a couple companies that were pulling out of the crypto market because they only had enough money to pay back their employees on payroll. So it's really going to thin out the field, I think, and we're going to really be left with a lot of the projects that are good to go and solid in terms of their ability to help with the new incoming fourth industrial revolution that has been being talked about. So we're just going to have to wait this out pretty much like everybody else is and see what happens. But the real news today is not coming from XRP and Ripple. It's what's happening around it. As all of us know, that we are very affected by the pandemic that is going around. This is an article from Zero Hedge. Hey. Whoa, I don't want to listen to that. Sorry about that. There's probably an ad. I just wanted to pull a little bit out. So what they're talking about is lockdowns. We've been seeing a lot of different lockdowns happening around the world, especially in Italy. A lot of events being canceled, a lot of groups being told, no large groups, because we're trying to keep people safe. But I just wanted to read this. This is from, again, Zero Hedge. If massive lockdowns are occurring on about day 22 to 23 in other countries, that means we may have 7 to 8 days before we see major lockdowns and quarantines here in the United States. That would put us at March 19th or 20th. We may see some early lockdowns of cities or regions where the virus is rapidly spreading, like Seattle and New York City. The lockdowns in other countries expanded in about a week to encompass greater geographic areas and large numbers of people. This would put us at approximately March 26th and 27th. So if things continue on their track, we could definitely start to see some action in order to keep people in a designated area. I am in Connecticut. We have all of the schools closed down in Connecticut. There are no events allowed to happen. All sporting events have been canceled. The National Guard seems to be showing up in certain areas. It's a little concerning, especially for anybody who doesn't really know what's going on. But we'll have some tie-ins to this as well. But this is from Investment Perspectives at Backup Bradley. Great guy, great info. Also does a show on YouTube. Look up Bradley Kimes on YouTube and you can get some great content from there. He's saying, well, look here. Ooh, a side note, the CME is closed indefinitely. Anyone else smelling a bank run, bailout, global reset. So this is what we've been talking about. We've been talking about what's going on behind the scenes. What are they trying to do behind the scenes? Yes, to us, it's scary. There's a pandemic going around. There's uncertainty. The markets are crashing. Nobody knows what's going on. But behind the scenes, everybody knows what's going on. And they know where to move their money, and they know what they're trying to do, and they know what's in store for everybody. And they are doing a good job at causing panic. Here's a picture somebody sent in of the National Guard convoy in D.C. Pretty scary. In another video I posted a couple of days ago, I talked about this thing called Ice-9. He said it would begin on Friday. So, this is speculation. This is absolutely this would be the most intense thing that would come out of all this. Ice-9 is essentially like a computer program that's able to quarantine people away from their money in any sense. No ATMs, no bank accounts, no electronic movement of money from one account to another, absolutely nothing. Ice-9 essentially freezes the global economy and everybody's money. So could this happen in a global emergency? Absolutely. That's why they have it here, because they want to stop people from panic moving their money and panic buying and doing all those things. So that's one thing to watch out for. I don't know. It would be terrifying if they used something like this. It would really show a lot of people. I think something like this would be used to prevent a bank run. You know, if they call negative interest rates in order to help out the economy, people might run to the bank and take money out. I know that I had a discussion with my wife last night talking about how we need to have some kind of cash on hand in the event that we need to do deals with other people around the neighborhood and we aren't able to get cash out of our bank account. So that's one thing that we just did, is to pull some money out in the event that something like this happens. All right, Philip Nunn at Philip Nunn UK. Coronavirus will bankrupt more people than it kills, and that is the real global emergency. So again, this is just going in ties with my current train of thought. So basically, the virus that's going around is scary. It is unhealthy. It is killing people. It is fast moving, and it's the first time that anyone has really experienced something like this of this level, except for every other election year when we had like SARS and Ebola and all those. You know, there is in fact a virus every single election year. This one, I think, is affecting us the most in terms of media output and pure speculation on how bad it's really going to get. Reborn at Reborn13 at RBEB0RN13. So they're saying that there's been this, there are signs being put out showing, you know, where we're going and how we're moving, and there are specific signals that the government puts out that you've got to watch in order to see how they talk, in order to see how their movement goes, what they're wearing, what they're using, in order to show signals to other people as they commence their plans. So one of the things is really going from red to green. All right, so this is the bad stuff is all red. What we are currently working is red. Nostro Vostro accounts are red. They're not good for the economy. We need to move into a green state of mind. We need to move into a liquidity. We need to have the tools ready to move money around the world instantly. So we've got this guy walking with a red folder, but we've got him here. In a picture, he's walking with that red folder. He's also got another green folder, like green means good to go. This is the Economist magazine, the world in 2020. The first 20 is in red, the second 20 is in green. We've got Trump inside this thing. We've got Brexit. If you keep going down, we've got Vision, but what's not highlighted right here, we've got SBI, war, and Russia. Look at that. Russia's right there, the word war is right there, and the word SBI is right there. So what do we know about SBI? Well, it owns 10% of Ripple and 8.7% of all the XRP. And we know that Donald Trump and Russia have been in cohorts about, you know, I'm actually not totally sure, and I'm not going to get into that because it is not my forte. I just wanted you guys to see the little things that are going on in the media and the magazines that are coming out. This is from the Bearable Bull right here. He likes to do the riddles and, you know, bring people into the conspiracy and show them something that could possibly be going on behind the scenes. Obviously, it's complete speculation, and it's just fun to indulge yourself in some of these. It just so happens that current world events are also lining up with the ideas presented here, so I thought it would be fun to kind of introduce them. Again, he's got red and green all over the place, as you can see. Nostro in red, liquidity in green. What do we have with liquidity? Liquidity is XRP. That's why they call it on-demand liquidity. Coins recycled into the fire. These are all like the crap coins that don't have too much value and don't have the foothold that they need to have in order to survive. He's saying that a lot of these coins are going to go and and just burn out, and we're not going to really see them anymore because they don't have that kind of a funding. This is some tweets that are always sent back and forth. One tweet from the same guy to one account saying red light, and then now we've got the same guy saying Mr. Pool at loop underscore RM311 underscore 7211 is now sending the same tweet with the green light initiated. So we'll see what's going on with that. So VIX is obviously way up. Mr. Pool, percentage VIX, already calling it. So there is some conspiracy going on. There is some interesting, there's just some interesting things going on, and half the people believe that the virus out there is a real instance that's crushing the global economy, and then the other half is out there going, this was a plan, and they released this thing, and it's scaring everybody, and this is what they're doing in order to start the fourth industrial revolution and change the financial economy into something digital. So we'll see. But anyway, here we go. So we've got 3 different tabs right here open, and they're all XRP transactions on the XRP ledger. As I said before in a video, I believe that these are debt payments to countries. So I believe that these massive payments, I know that there are a lot of people who have large XRP accounts, but for some reason it is my belief that these large payments right here are payments for debt to countries. So this is the way that they're balancing everybody out on trade, and the way that they're leveling out the playing field, so that everybody says, this is how much debt I have, this is how much XRP I'm going to need to cover that debt based on the price set point that you guys have in mind. Okay, here's what you got, your debt is cleared, and we can start from this the next time that trade picks up again after this huge black swan event. So there's one transaction for 7 million XRP. The sender's balance is 110 million. The receiver balance is 8 million. We've got another one for 26 million XRP. The receiver's balance is already 46 million XRP. And then we have one more for 7.2 million XRP. Receiver's balance is 7.7 million XRP. I did comment on this. If somebody is technical watching this video and they can see that the reason that this payment right here of 26 million cost 50,000 drops and this one only cost 10 drops. I just don't understand the difference between why this cost 50,000 drops in comparison to only a couple million more XRP when this was only 10 drops and 7 million XRP. So 4 times 7, doesn't equal 50,000. I would expect maybe 40 or 50 drops. So if you're a technical person, I'd love to get an answer to that. Okay, so I'm going to present an idea. Don't get angry. If you are being affected by the virus in another country, I support all of the work that you are doing to stay safe and keep your families safe, and it is a global pandemic. However, in Connecticut, there are only 2 cases that are in the media, yet the entire state of Connecticut is about to shut down on like a global emergency. So I got this from a friend of mine who sent it to me. Does anyone know anyone who has the coronavirus? Not just heard about them, but actually know them. Statistically, none of us are sick. Your families aren't sick. Your neighbors aren't sick. Your coworkers aren't sick. Yet concerts are canceled, which they are. Every concert in Connecticut is canceled. Yet concerts are canceled. Tournaments are canceled. Entire school districts are shut down. That's right. Every school district in my state is shut down. My kids are home. My wife's home from work. So, out of irrational fear? I think so. If you have not previously feared the power of the media, you should be terrified of them now. They are exerting their power to shut down America, and it's working. So, well, all of the news that I've heard has been off the media and in the internet, in certain channels, and I actually haven't come across anybody who has been sick or been around anybody with the coronavirus that has been sick yet. So, again, I am not saying that I do not support the valiant efforts that people are putting in, and I expect everybody to stay safe in their own affected areas. I just want to portray another part of the side of things where people think that this is a ploy. I don't necessarily think that is true. However, it does seem that nobody in my area has anything to do except with fearing the virus and shutting everything down without any actual evidence of sickness in the area. Okay. Michael B at XRP Michael B. So Michael B, my buddy, who I don't know, who doesn't know me, but still a community member, valued news. He hands out a lot of valued news. He's come down with a sickness more well known as cancer, and we are all here supporting him. Posted here that we hope that he recovers and gets better, and the community for XRP is behind you, Michael B. So please get better soon. Okay, last thing of the day. It is not enough to pray for peace of mind. We have to examine what's disturbing us and eliminate it. In the same way, just wishing to be well won't cure physical illness. You have to adopt the preventative measures and take the prescribed medicine. Okay, I've never had a flu shot. I'm never going to get one, and I don't care. So that last part, I'm not quite in agreement with, but he is the Dalai Lama, so I cannot disagree at all. Basically, everybody should be positive in their minds. It is your own mental attitude that controls your feelings. Be positive to other people, show people support, be kind, and be proactive. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself and your family first. Do not panic. Do not go out panic buying. I believe this is all going to blow over sooner than we think, and this is more of a financial switch than there is than much else. Okay, I did say this was going to be the last part of the video. I do have one more thing I'm going to throw over right here. This is on TradingView. Okay, so this is the Dow Jones Industrial Average, ending yesterday at 21.2, down 9.9%, or down 9.99%, excuse me, almost 10%. And this is a chart that TMG did. It is just a technical analysis that I thought I would bring up, showing different support lines. This is where we are right now. So as you can see, we're holding support right around this small support line right here. If we break that, if we break this level of support, we are going to have to retest this level right here. That level is 18.5, and the next level after 18.5, you can see the wicks coming down here is at about 15.4. So what I'm hoping for is that this is the end, and we're through it, and we're bouncing off of this 200-week moving average right here, and we'll start moving to the upside. The counter argument to that is that we could possibly break through this support level. We could possibly break through this support level and start seeing new lows between 20, 18, and then 15 before moving to the upside. So let's see how this this pandemic works itself out, and we'll see how the media starts to put in the news. But just pay attention and try to realize what is real and what isn't, and you know, again, be proactive, be kind to others, and that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you tomorrow. Have a good day.